It's already recording.
Hey family, how y'all doing? We back with another video. And you know, I wanted to talk about something that I feel like will inspire people that come from the same background as I've come from and have been through the similar experiences that I experienced in my life, in hopes that it'll, you know, inspire somebody from the same background that I've came from. And what I want to talk about is my testimony. First of all, let's start. I'm from New Haven, Connecticut. Born and raised. I came up, you know, in a single family home. My mother, she worked 2-3 jobs just to provide for me and my brothers and sisters. And sometimes she used to take me to work with her. Sometimes, you know, I'd be in the kitchen with her because she worked at homeless shelters and battered women's shelters. And she used to cook for them, you know. That's where I learned how to cook at, being around my mother. And she, you know, I'd be in there with her, and sometimes my mother would even take people into our own home to help them to get on their feet. But I've come from like somewhat poor, I came from poor conditions, living in hoods, you know, shootings, crackheads everywhere, dope heads everywhere, you know, a lot of gangs. And me, like, seeing that my whole life and seeing how hard my mom worked, you know, my father wasn't in my life, so that inspired me to be a hard worker. So when I watched my mom working 2 or 3 jobs just to provide, that pushed me to be a hard worker. So I got my first job at the age of 14, and I've been working ever since. But, you know, being in that environment where everything, you know, struggle, you know, sometimes you get tired of the struggle, you know, and you're surrounded by drugs and you see like a way where you can make extra money as a means to get by was the hustle, because that's all you see, that's all you know. So of course I dibbled and dabbled in selling drugs at an early age. When I went to the 9th grade, you know, that was my first time selling drugs. And I used to sell drugs in my high school. You know, I played sports throughout my younger years. You know, I played football in high school. Well, right after football practice, you know, I was in the hallways with friends from the neighborhood smoking weed and stuff, selling weed, and, you know, to people in my school. And that was like my first taste of hustling. You know, I got a lot of uncles and cousins that hustled their whole life, and I even got an uncle right now that was used to get money back in the 80s that flipped that money and turned it into something legit. And I'm not gonna put them out there like that, but that's the type of life I grew up around. And me hustling, you know, I thought it was cool to make money. You know, I didn't know all the ins and outs of prison. And I didn't even go to jail for the first time until I was 28. So that's like a huge gap between 14 to 28 before I finally went to prison. And the first thing I went to prison for was carrying an unregistered weapon. I got caught with a pistol. And I went to jail, and that was my first offense. So I did a year in jail. It was 5 suspended after 2. You know, I got off for a year with good time. And, you know, it wasn't enough. It wasn't enough to change my life. Like, it was just like a vacation for me. I was in and out that year, flew by like that, and I was right back on the street. So I like jumped right back in. But even before that, before I carried pistols like that, I never had a problem with having a gun. It's just at the time when I got caught with my gun, I was in a bad state. I was like in a very paranoid state. Like I just felt like, you know, if I'm going to die, you know, I'd rather die with my gun than without it. like they had to shoot at me. I didn't see who it was. They shot 3 times, and I got hit in the back. The bullet hit me right here in the back and came on my neck. And I remember getting up and going to where, like running to where people were at after I got shot, before I collapsed. And when I was down on the ground, man, I remember praying to God, because I grew up in church also. My mother raised me in church. I remember praying to God and asking him, if he just allowed me to see my kids again, I'll give my life to him. And the next thing I know, like, when I lost consciousness, I woke up in the hospital with all types of tubes and stuff in my throat. And, all my family and loved ones, my ex-wife was there, my cousins were there, my mom was there, my brothers were there. And, I just remember being very thankful, because I knew I was dead. I knew I was out of here. God gave me a second chance. But I never dealt with it mentally when I got out of the hospital. So it ended up making me very paranoid, as it like gave me a heightened sense of awareness, to where I could tell when somebody had a gun on them. I'm walking the streets at night, I'm looking at every corner, every alley. I'm just very paranoid, and I never dealt with it. I hid that behind drinking. I used to drink heavily after I got shot. And then that took my fear away. It did. It took my fear away. I didn't care. Everywhere I went, I had 2 guns on me. I said, you know what? I'm tired of struggling. I'm tired of my family not having, so I went head first into the streets, hustling 100 miles an hour, man. Selling crack cocaine. And I didn't care. So a year later, I was introduced to my connect. Because the connect I was dealing with stopped hustling. I guess he got paranoid. So I went and found a new connect. And when I met him, I didn't know that he was under investigation by the feds. So I'm dealing with him for about a good 2 months before the feds do this big sweep. And they pick up like 65 men in my community. Bring us all to Rhode Island, man. Never forget it. A bunch of faces I didn't know, some I did know. And we're there for about a good couple weeks before they even tell us what we're there for. And, God bless my family, sticking by my side. My sister, she put up the house. So she put up her house so that I could bail out. And when I was home, I just got really close to God. I was like, this ain't the life for me. When they told me how many years I was facing, 5 to 8 years selling crack, I never knew it held that much time in court. I just wanted to change my life, man, because I seen that the effect that it has on my children. So that's when I started to change my life. Like something got to change, man, because I don't see myself keep coming back to jail. But after about a year or some change, after the case was done, they sentenced me to 70 months in prison. And I didn't let this discourage me from my religion. Well, not my religion, but my beliefs. But I ended up, getting close to God, and I was in prison. I didn't slow down nothing when I was in prison, because it's just like the streets in here. But when I got out, man, I was determined never to go back, because the recidivism rate to inmates going back to jail is so high, because they make it so hard on you when you get out here. It's hard to find a job. It's hard to take care of your responsibilities. It's hard to be a father. So when I came home, I had support. My family helped me out big time. Like, helped me with a place to live. They gave me a place to stay when I was down, and allowed me to get myself together. And ever since then, like, I just was determined. And I'm gonna tell you right now, some of the hardest things I had to do, the hardest decisions I had to make, my probation officer, she told me I couldn't work any job. I had to work a set schedule. And it's hard to find a job that'll hire a felon with a set schedule. It's hard enough for a felon to find a job in the first place. Now you want me to find a job with it was so discouraging. But I was just encouraged to just succeed, man. I had something in me telling me you got to. There's no choice. And there's even times where I have dibbled and dabbled during that time in the streets, just to survive, just to get to the night, just to make a couple $100, just to make it over. And when I was fed up and told myself I have to make this work, I don't care by any means, I got on a bus, went to a plaza in Milford, and just went from store to store until somebody hired me. I got to like the third or fourth store, and I talked to the manager, and I ain't gonna lie, it was Burger King. I didn't care. You know, my pride was aside. It was Burger King. And I just explained my whole story to my manager, which ended up being my best friend to the day, my boy Christmas. And ended up, he felt me. He felt my story, so he hired me. And ever since then, I never looked back, man. I never looked back to the streets, even if it was tugging at me. And I took that job, and it's not the job that you get, it's what you do with that job. I took that job and became a manager within a year, and I was running my own shift after a year. Closing the store by myself. I even knew more than the general manager when it came to closing the store. Then I got a second job at Dunkin' Donuts, so I was a manager at night at Burger King, get off of Burger King, sleep for a couple hours, go right to Dunkin' Donuts, working my tail off, man, because I was just determined to have, and I didn't like my kids not having. And after opportunity after opportunity came. You know, I moved down south. You know, another job offered me more money, working less hours, so I moved to Virginia. And my passion has always been, I had a plan when I was in prison. I made it before I came out. To be a truck driver. And my second job, I was a chef at first when I moved to Virginia. My second job was a diesel technician working on trucks. And then I met Christina, and she pushed me to follow my dream. You know, God places people in your life that's going to help you be what you want to be, follow your dreams. And she pushed me into this. Like, she was like, all right, what you waiting for? Go do it. And she just put the pressure on me. She only had to say it one time. I only needed that battery in my back, and I just took off from there, man. And I'm going to tell you guys, man, everybody that's been in my position, coming from prison, coming from the street life, you know, life is going to be hard. But you got to be determined, because as many doors closed in my face, I kept pushing. I remember the first 3 companies I called, they told me no, because of my background, because of my experience, they told me no. But I was like, nah, something has to work. I ended up going to school for trucking. And I got with this company, you know, got my experience up. And everything seemed to work out, man, but it comes to persistence and determination that you're not going to go back. Because it's so easy to get sucked back into that hole of the streets. Because it's so easy to go pick up a pack and sell it and make you a couple $100 just to pay a couple bills, but it's not worth the paranoia, the looking over your shoulders, worry about this person trying to rob you, worry about the cops pulling you over and you got this on you, worry about running from the police. It's not worth it. And even with all the help that I got from my family and my friends and my loved ones, it still was hard. So I can imagine people out there that didn't have the resources that I had. I know how easy it is to get sucked back in. And I'm here to tell you that no matter what, like, you can make it. You just got to be determined, man, because it is so easy. It's a trap. so easy to be sucked back into this trap. And I was just determined that, no, my kids need me out here, you know. My loved ones need me out here. They didn't support me going in prison to come out and go right back in. So, and right now, like, I'm doing good. You know, I'm following my dream. You know, I made a plan and I'm following it. And I'm living into my dream right now. It's not complete yet, but I'm completing goals. And one of the goals I made for myself while in prison was to always be in a better spot than I was the year before. Set the bar a little higher each year until I get to where I wanted to go. And it's been working. You know, I got the determination, I got the drive, and you know, and that's for anybody, but I say us as black people, you know, we have that in us. We have that overcome mentality in us to push forward. And it's not just with black people though, it's with anybody. And I'm here to encourage you, like somebody coming from where I came from, the streets, being shot, you know, being discriminated against, doors closing in my face one after another. All it takes is that determination that I am not going to fail, and that will push you to the next level. I'm not going to fail. It's not acceptable. It's not acceptable. One door closed, another one will open. So I'm just here to encourage y'all, man. Keep pushing, no matter what you go through. Keep pushing, and if you put God first, anything is possible. Because if it wasn't for God, I don't know where I would be right now, you know? I could be dead in jail. Like, I had so many friends that didn't make it out of the hood. I ended up having to bury friends at a very young age, man. That ain't the life I want to live. That ain't the life I want my kids to live, you know? I want better for them. And I hope my story will reach somebody that's been in my shoes before. Because if it encourages you, that means that makes me 100% happier to go through what I've been through. It makes it all worth it because I've pushed somebody to go through and to be successful and to make it to the next level in life. And you know, I just had to share that with y'all, man. And I hope that it inspires somebody.
Y'all, I'm sitting here trying to compose myself. I hold back to, I know y'all probably like, what the world big behind on the camera, but I just wanted to say just how proud I am of Brandon, and I'm sincere. And when I say this, I'm serious. I tell him this all the time, but I want to tell our followers this. I am so proud of him because from when I met him just 8 short months ago to now, he has really transformed into an even better man than he was when I first met him. When I met him, he had that determination and that drive, and he told me that his dream was to drive trucks. And I felt like that, you know, was my duty as his woman. Matter of fact, at that time as his friend, you know, to, you know, push him, because we all sometimes need that extra push. But when he told me his testimony and his story, I was so astonished because a lot of people that's been where he's come from don't get out as he did and come out on top. And as he said, he's knocking out one goal at a time. And I know without a shadow of a doubt, with his drive, his determination, and his mentality, that he is going to make it far beyond the stars and the moon. He really is. So I'm hoping that his testimony, because this is my first time actually hearing it to that extent, like the way he just explained it. I hope that his testimony touched each and every one of you who are watching this video as much as it touched me.
Thank you, baby. Mwah.
But for real though, y'all. So thank y'all for tuning in. Thank you for watching. I hope y'all encouraged, and we love y'all. Thank you for watching. Thank you for following us. Don't forget to like, comment. Please comment. If the story touched you, let us know how it encouraged you. We love stuff like that because that motivates us to continue to make videos. If it's something you want to hear a little bit more explained or elaborated, just let us know in the comments, and I'm sure Brandon is more than willing to explain more in depth about any part of his testimony and how, you know what I'm saying, he overcame a lot of the things that he overcame. So tune in for our next video. We love y'all.